What's going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Beato the Vito Age of Sigmar Edition. I've got Eli with me here today, and we are going to be playing 2,000 points of Skaven versus the Disciples of Tzeentch. That's right, I'm going to be trying something new. Disciples of Tzeentch really don't get that much coverage here on MiniWarGaming, and there's some really beautiful models in the range. So I decided, hey, why not try something new? So this is going to be the very first time I'm going to be playing with the models. There's definitely going to be some rules mistakes, but thankfully, with the fate of Tzeentch, Eli's actually played Disciples of Tzeentch. So he's going to be helping me and coaching me out throughout this bat rep. But as always, folks, if you would like to be in Eli's spot, please go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all those deets. But until then, let's take a look at the armies and the board. Alrighty, folks, we're going to jump right into my 2,000 points of Disciples of Tzeentch. We're going to be taking a look at my battle line, and we're going to start that I have 2 units of Kyric Acolytes. I'm sorry if I'm butchering some of these names here. So we have 2 units of 10. Each of them are going to be having 2 guys over here on the right with their cursed glaives. This guy over here, he's going to be the leader of the group, and then we have 1 guy with the Scroll of Dark Arts. And then on the right, I have a unit of 20 Zangor. They are going to be armed with their Savage Blade and Shield. We actually don't have the models with the shields, so all of these guys are out with the double axes are going to count as the shield and blades, and then the gentlemen with the bolt pistol and chain axes, they are going to be counting as the dual or the pair of savage blades. Additionally, this gentleman over here, he's going to be counting as my twist spray, and like I said before, the guys with the chain swords and bolt pistols, they are going to be the Zangor mutants. Moving down the line, I had a little bit of points left over, so I took a unit of 10 Brimstone Horrors. I then have 2 units of 3 Flamers of Tzeentch. I really like using Flamers back in 7th edition. I know they hit on 4s, which isn't really the best in the current state, but I really like the fact that they have potential to do quite a bit of damage for D3 damage each. So I'm really excited to see how these guys work for the Disciples of Tzeentch. Moving up, I have a unit of 3 Zangor Skyfires. As for characters, I have the Changeling. His spell is going to be the Treason of Tzeentch. And I decided to take the Changeling just because I used to love the Changeling back in 7th edition. I really love the model of the Changeling, and I love some of the rules where he disguises himself as part of the enemy's army, and he can have some really fun shenanigans being in the back line. So that's one of the reasons why I'm taking the Changeling for today's battle. Next up, we have the Ogrid Thaumaturge. He loves goosebumps. For his spell, I'm just going to be taking Fire Blast, another really cool model that you really don't see that often. So I'm excited to see what he can do in today's bat rep. Next up for my Warlord for today is going to be the Lord of Change. His demonic power, or his artifact, is going to be the Wellspring of Arcane Might, which allows me to reroll any casting roll die which are showing a 1 for any units of Tzeentch demons within 9 inches of him. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then for his spell, which is going to be the Spell of Change, or the Lore of Change, is going to be Tzeentch's Inferno. And last but certainly not least is I'm bringing a Mutalith Vortex Beast, a model that really doesn't get enough love. I think it's pretty cool. Not really the best in combat, in my personal opinion, but I love the fact that it can, dish out a ton of support and buffs or debuffs, depending on your opinion. So I'm going to be taking one of these guys in today's bat rep. And this sums up 2,000 points of Disciples of Tzeentch. Taking a look now at 2,000 points of Skaven. Eli, what do we got?
Well, we've got 2 Grey Seers on Screaming Bell, to help kind of anchor the army. The one that's actually riding the bell, he's going to be carrying Skaven brew to help bulk up those clan rats. And he's going to have the Warp Gale spell, while the other Grey Seer is going to be running Death Frenzy to maybe make those clan rats a little bit more fanatical also. Our general is actually the Warlock Bombardier. He's got the Overseer of Destruction trait, so that way he can help those Rattling guns reroll to hit every phase. So that'll be hopefully pretty potent. And then we've got a Warlock Engineer that has Chain Warp Lightning. And then we also brought a Warp Gnaw Vermin Lord. He doesn't get access to extra spells, but he might be able to pop out of one of those gnaw holes. The bulk of the army is made up of 2 units of 40 clan rats with just hand weapons. They're hoping to tie up as much stuff as they can without having to take battle shock when they're near the screaming bells. We've got 10 storm vermin to hopefully do a little bit of damage, 3 rattling guns to hide behind everything and lay down the fire, and then we also brought 3 storm fiends, so that way they have a little bit of hand-to-hand combat, and then short-range shooting, and then a little bit longer range shooting with the rattling guns on it. And I also brought the spell Vermintide to maybe go get in the way of some stuff. Other than that, that's 2,000 points.
And what clan are you?
Just Master. It's just Vermintide.
Just Vermintide.
Yeah, so that way everything is its own specific Skaven stuff. So we get extra Warpstone tokens from having Engineers, and we might get a refund on command points if we use them with Grey Seers.
Very nice. This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. The mat itself is from Table War, and then all of this really cool dungeon-esque type of terrain is from Adam, from Greenleaf Terrain. There's a fun little feature for the Disciples of Tzeentch that they get to do is called the Destiny Dice. And the way that works is I get 9 dice and then I roll them, and I'm allowed to use those 9 dice throughout the game, and it allows me to shift different things for like a charge roll or a damage roll, but not for mortal wounds. So I get to roll my dice and I get to store these away. Ooh, there's actually some pretty good rolls in there. Alright everyone, we are all set up for focal points. The way this mission works is there are 5 objectives set up on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boop, 5. And the way this works is if you hold objectives, what number is that? 4 and 2, you score 3 victory points. If you score objectives, if you hold objectives number 1 and number 3, you get 3 victory points. If you hold the center, you get 2 victory points. And if you hold any random number of objectives, you score 1 victory point. And that's essentially how this game works. And I suppose a little bit of a narrative flair for today's Bat Rep. The Skaven have been really busy in their little bit of underground tunnels. They've been busy scurrying around. However, through these focal points, there's been a blast of warp energy, and the Disciples of Tzeentch have appeared. And now quickly the Skaven have mustered a force deep in their dungeons, and now they have to deal with the Tzeentch forces. So that's going to be today's narrative game. I did finish deploying first, so I do have the option of who gets to go first. That's a hard decision, because then, I mean, if I go second, then there's the better potential for me to have, that sweet double turn. But I do have a lot of shooting, so I do want to take advantage of that and whittle down the Skaven a lot more. In terms of deployment, I do have the Skyfires that are right over here on my right flank. We have some of the Flamers of Tzeentch. We have a big little bubble here of the Brimstones near the Gnarhole. The Lord of Change, big blob of Zangors. More of the Acolytes with the Thermagurge. We have then the Mutilith Vortex Beast, more of my Acolytes, and then Flamers, and then the Changeling, who is also not a Skaven, but is a Skaven, who is over here on the back lines. And then for Eli, he's got the Storm Vermin, an Engineer, tons of Clan Rats with another Engineer, with the Gatling cannons, more Gatling cannons. What are these guys called again?
Storm vermin.
The storm vermin with tons and tons of clan rats. And how can I forget the bells as well? Hey, that rhymes. So you know what? I think the way I'm currently set up, and because we're only like 18 inches apart for this type of deployment, I think I am going to go first. So let's go right away into Disciples of Tzeentch, turn 1. Start of my hero phase. A lot of my spells are actually out of range, like with the Lord of Change and Ogre Armor Thermagurge, even the Mutilith Vortex Beast. A lot of the stuff is out of range in terms of spells, so I can't really do anything except for the Changeling. He does have the Treason of Tzeentch, which can target a lot of things over here, which is range of 18. However, if I do pop him right now to reveal him, then there's a lot of stuff that can see. So I'm having that contemplation right now is, do I reveal him early on, but then, you know, he's exposed, and then he could potentially die right now. So I'm kind of having that little bit of an internal conundrum right now. Should I reveal him or not? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to reveal him right now. I think some of his other benefits of like not being able to make other units move like half their distance, I think that's a little bit better right now. So I'm going to keep him hidden right now. He's currently a little rat at the moment. So let's go right into movement. I'm going to go ahead and run my Acolytes for 6. So they're going to go 12 inches up the board. Actually, Eli was nice enough to let me go back, and we are going to do Mystic Shield on these guys over here. So yeah, we're just going to go back a little bit of stuff. Like I said, guys, this is going to be my first learning game with the Disciples of Tzeentch, so I do apologize if there are going to be mistakes throughout this bat rep. So once again, I do apologize. But yeah, Eli, nice enough to let me go back. So I'm going to do Mystic Shield on the Zangors. I do get it with a 10. Yeah, would you like to stop that?
I'll certainly try. I think, yeah, we're that far apart. I'm within 30.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Grey Seer can do it. I need an 11. I got 8.
No.
It's all yours.
So Mystic Shield does go off on them. So these Zangors are mystically shielded, so that's going to be pretty good. And yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So going back into my movement, I'm going to go ahead and we'll run these guys over here, these Acolytes. Getting a 3. So you're going to go 9 inches up the board. Going to about there. My Mutilith Vortex Beast is going to go 10 right into this little gap. As for Thaumaturge, I'm going to go ahead and run him as well for an extra 2, so he can go 10. Let's put Thaumaturge. We're going to put him about right there. The Flamers of Tzeentch, they can go 9, so we're just going to go right to that spot over here. Boop, and boop. Fly. Ooh, got caught on the Band-Aid. 9 is going to go right to there. For the Flamers over here on my right flank, I think we're just going to zoom right to about here. We got to take out those Rattling guns. They are very dangerous. For my Skyfires, they're going to fly right over to here, because they can go 16, so they're just going to drop right to about here. For my big blob of Zangors, what I think I'm going to do is just move them up 2 inches just to grab that objective right away and try to get an early lead. Actually, they have a bit of movement, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skirt them this way so their friends can actually fan out a little bit more. Which I think will put them right about there. And for my Lord of Change, he's going to go right danger close. I don't know why I'm saying danger close. He's going right beside his Zangors, keeping them buddy friends. Jumping right into the shooting phase now. We're going to start with my Flamers of Tzeentch. We're going to be firing into the clan rats. It's the only viable target with their 18-inch range. Only really one of them is within range. So we have 3 shots hitting on 4s, getting 1, wounding on a 3+. Ooh, no, we got a 2. Next, we're going to start with the flamers on my right flank, and we're going to target that rattling gun. We have 10 attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s. Ooh. There's no rend on this, but you do have a 6-up save.
Here we go.
Oh, you made one. Very nice. All right, so the flamers of Tzeentch, they do D3 damage per one of those shots. So I rolled a bunch of 1s and 2s, so that would have been amazing if they did that. Since this is the first time I'm doing this, I really want to see the damage potential of using those Destiny die. So I'm going to go ahead and use a 5 for the damage die in my Destiny die. So that's automatically going to do 3 damage to the...
Was it this one?
That was that guy, yeah.
He is dead.
Next up, we're going to go with the Zangor Skyfires. These 2 guys, we're going to be firing into that rattling gun. Unfortunately, the other guy cannot see him. So what we're going to do with him is we're going to be targeting the Storm Vermin. So I do have to fire first with the champion first because he hits on a 3, whereas the rest of the unit hits on a 4. So the first guy on a 3+, he fails with a 2. The second guy firing at the rattling gun on a 4 misses with a 1. And then the last guy into the Storm Vermin on a 4. Look at these guys go swinging away Merle. It is a good thing I described everything I was going to do for nothing. And for my last bit of shooting, the Lord of Change will be targeting that rattling gun, trying to take it out. So for the Rod of Change, it's 2d6 shots. Ooh, okay, getting 7. We are hitting on 3s. And we're wounding on 3s. Hooah! Getting, all but 1. So 4 wounds. You got a 6-up save. Ooh, and you made 1, but you only have 3 wounds?
Oh, it's still dead.
Yeah, we got that rattling gun out. Boom. That's going to be it for my shooting phase. Not going to be declaring any charges. So that's going to be it for Disciples of Tzeentch. In terms of points, I will be holding the middle objective, which counts as 2 victory points. Thermagurge will be holding number 1 because I'm within 6, which will be getting me 1 victory point for over there. And then the Brimstones are holding objective number 4, giving me 1 over there, bringing me a total of 4 victory points. So that's not too bad for an opening salvo, I think. I'm curious to see what the Skaven are going to do. So let's go right away into Skaven. Turn number 1. Alrighty, jumping right into the Skaven hero phase. Eli, what do we got?
All right, we're going to do the Peal of Doom on both of these bells. So the first one, this guy here, we're going to get a result of 6, which is deafening peals. So we roll a die for each enemy unit within currently 26. And on a 4+, they take a single mortal wound. So
and that's a magic thing?
It's just a magical effect, yeah. No spells yet.
No spells, okay.
No spells yet.
Alrighty.
So we'll have to get back to counting out everything in 26 inches.
Alright, so everyone is in range except for the Brimstone Horrors. So we're just going to go down the line. So we're going to start with the Skyfires.
1 mortal wound.
Alrighty. These guys over here.
No.
Then we're going to do my Zangors.
No.
No. Big boy himself, the Lord of Change.
Get it? Oh, no.
We'll do a Thermagurge. Oh, okay, he does. My Acolytes.
No.
The Vortex Beast. Ooh, we got a 3. The Flamers. No. And then the other Acolytes.
Come on, kill a guy.
No! Oh, wow. So we're only really taking, was it one over there, right?
It's one over there and one on the thaumaturge, but he heals anyway, so who
Yeah,
cares?
on my next hero phase, so that's all going to be all right. All right, so one mortal wound over there, folks.
Woo.
And the next bell is going to toll.
We're getting...
Ooh, 12. I imagine that's not good for me.
A stirring beyond the veil. I can summon a vermin lord to the battlefield and add it to my army.
Great.
I've got a...
And boom, Vermin Lord gets summoned on not my right flank, but your left flank. Oh boy, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points!
Yay! Alright, so we're going to start with Warp Gale from this Grey Seer. It's got a 26-inch reach on it, and it casts on an 8 to deal a little bit of mortal wounds. We're going to try it over at the Lord of Change. We got 8. Right on the money.
Dot.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think I'm going to try to stop that. I'm going to try to stop that with the Lord of Change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and roll... Nay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my Destiny die, which is going to be a 5. So it automatically becomes a 5, and then with his special rules, is I don't actually necessarily need to roll again, because with that 5, I automatically turn the second lowest into match the highest. So that becomes another 5. So I essentially stop that spell on a 10, which you got on an 8.
Yep.
So the spell stops, and then with Spell Thief, I actually steal your spell. So now my Lord of Change knows that spell as well.
Alright, same Grey Seer is going to try to cast Vermintide, going on a 7. We got 8, so it's a success.
I think I'm going to try to stop that with my Lord of Change, but I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, rolling 2 dice. Ooh, and it becomes 8. So what I rolled as 7, but that 6 changes automatically into a double, whoop, if I can get it, a double 6. So I stop it with a 12, and I learn that spell as well. Okay, so only Skaven wizards can cast that spell, but at least I stopped it.
You still got it in the book.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I learned this cool thing that I don't know how to use. Awesome. So actually, in Eli's hero phase, what I am going to do is, because I have the Changeling here, and I haven't revealed him yet, I'm going to be declaring these clan rats, because they are within 9 inches of the Changeling. I'm going to say that I'm going to use his ability to make them move half their movement speed. And that ability is called Puckish Misdirection. And I can only use that as long as he has not revealed himself.
Since we got this new Vermin Lord, we might as well use him. So he's going to try Dreaded Plague over here on the Skyfires. It goes off on a 7. A 6 won't do it, so he's done. Alright, our other Grey Seer on Screaming Bell, he's got Death Frenzy, so we're going to try it on the Clan Rats. Goes on a 5. And we got 9, so that'll let them, whenever one of their guys gets slain, they can go ahead and pile in and fight before I pull it off the board.
I'll let you go ahead and do that one.
I got one! And then last, he's going to go ahead and do Mystic Shield on the same Clan Rats. Nope, we didn't get that off, so that didn't happen. So the end of my hero phase, this Grey Seer is going to give Skaven Brew to these Clan Rats. So D3 mortal wounds get suffered, 3, but they get an extra attack per guy till my next hero phase.
Jumping into the movement phase now.
We're just going to go ahead and bring this fresh Vermin Lord all the way up here, so he's just about 3 inches away from there. And we're just going to bring all these Clan Rats forward. They're whopping 3 inches thanks to the Puckish Misdirection.
So the Storm Fiends, they're going to be jumping into this null hole and then coming out into this one. Boop.
Bloop. We've got plenty of movement with this guy, so we're just going to scoot right up back into that pocket. Boop. Storm Vermin are going to come forward here. They're big 6 inches. We're going to run this bell forward, so it's 6 inches plus a 1. So an impressive 7 inches to just keep up with these Storm Vermin. Rattling Gun's going to move forward, a little under 6 inches. Get right behind. Alright, these Clan Rats are going to run. They get plus 2 inches on their run moves because of their standard, or I think it's actually their musician. So let's see what we get here. We get a 1. I'm going to use my command point and go ahead and turn that into a 6.
Alrighty.
So we get 14 inches total here, which is more than enough to just keep us far enough back from that unit. Alright, and lastly I've just got the 2 engineers, so we'll scoot this guy forward just a bit. And then this guy, we might bring him a little bit closer this way. Whoop. Actually keep him still within an inch there in case he does get to cast a spell.
Jumping right into the shooting phase now, we're going to go into with these Storm Fiends, and they're going to be firing into the Acolytes.
Now the only thing that has range will be the guy with the rattling cannons, and that's within 12, so we could shoot there. Otherwise this guy's only 8 inches. We couldn't be within 8, right? So we get 3d6 shots with the rattling cannon. Looking for a total of 8. Alright, these are going to hit on 4s. We're going to wound on 3s. Hey, that's all 4.
So that's going to be enough for their rend of -1 to go right through their armor. But because they do have the shield, I essentially have a 6-up feel no pain. So looking for 6s. Ooh, I make 2 of them. Damage of just 1 apiece.
Just 1 each.
All right, so that's enough to take out, 1 guy each.
So we're going to go ahead and spend a Warpstone token from here to give up to 3 rattling guns an extra damage per weapon. Well, we just have the 1, so he's going to get an extra damage for every one of his bullets. And he's still within 13 of that engineer, so he gets to re-roll to hit. And we're going to fire an overloaded shot over there at those flamers. So it's going to be double this, and we don't want doubles. So we got 4 times 2 is 8. 8 shots. So we need 4s to hit, and then we get to re-roll any of those misses, which is most of them. So then the re-roll, pretty good.
We're looking for 4s to wound. Ooh, getting only 2.
2.
It's going to be a -1 rend, so looking for 6s. Ooh, I made a 1. You said that's 2 damage?
2 damage.
And that is enough to take 1 right out. Boom. The Vermin Lord now is going to flick his tail. He's going to be firing that into the flamers.
We get 4 attacks, and we're hitting on 3s.
Getting only 1.
Oh. And then we're going to hit on 3s with a rend of -1. Never mind.
Getting a 1.
All right, and then the very last bit, we've got our Bombardier here. He's going to shoot over at the Zangors. He gets a single shot with his rocket. It's hitting on a 4. Oh.
Got out the 6.
And we're looking for a 3 to wound.
Ooh,
oh, we
out
got
a 6. With that -1, I have a 6-up save. Ooh, I saw a little bit of a 6. We got a 4. It does d6 damage.
D6.
Ooh, what do we got?
4.
4 damage. They do have those shields, which gives me a 6-up invulnerable save, essentially. No, so 4 will die. Correction, they have 2 wounds each, so 2 will die. Let's remove these 2 fine gentlemen. Alrighty, jumping right into the charge phase. Eli, what do we got?
All right, we're going to start with these Storm Fiends. It's a long distance, but we're going to try for getting into some Acolytes. 9 will do it.
Yeah,
they were 9 away.
You did 9 right on the dot.
That'll get 1 in.
They're going in.
I think the others are going to make it.
Well, we did get 1 guy in, yeah. Boom, and the last guy, boom. For our next charge, the clan rats that have their half movement, they're going to be charging in. Needing a 10, and
Oh,
I know,
did we make
and
it?
we got a 10.
I think it still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yep.
10.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, it's not going well for Tzeentch. And boom, these guys are making it in. We are considering these guys being a little bit closer, but just for having the sake of them being on the movement tray. That's why they're a little bit further back. The Storm Vermin now, they're going to be charging into the Flamers. Oh yeah,
6?
for the 6th.
That'll
should
do
be
it,
more than
right?
enough. Oh yeah, they're...
Well, that may be a little short.
Oh, look at
That's not within a half inch, so that's
Yeah.
a little short.
Yeah, look at that. I thought for sure, just with my eyes, but yeah, that's a failed
Just
charge.
kidding.
And now the Vermin Lord, his charge. Ooh, a 7. Where does he want to go?
I think we could probably split the distance between
Oh yeah, you
both
can,
these units.
Jeez, I'm breaking everything. You can probably fit right in there if you like.
Yeah, because the clan rats can't go anywhere. So right there.
All right, Eli has chosen to start with the clan rats going right into the Zangor, so we're going to go ahead and pile in and strike.
All right, so we've got 15 guys in combat with Death Frenzy or Skaven Brew. They get an extra attack per guy. So we're doing a total of 30 attacks, hitting on 3s. And then we're wounding on 3s because we still have a pile of guys.
Alrighty, 12 wounds, no rend, 5 up save. Followed by that additional save of 6s. Ooh, I make 2 more. So it looks like we're going to lose 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4, so yeah, 2 plus 1 guy dead.
Yeah.
Math. Let's remove this buddy and this buddy. Correction, this guy will die, and I'll move this. Good. Come on, that guy dead. Alrighty, with my next pick, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Skyfire's Zangors, just in case they go, or you go next with him, and then they die. So we're gonna go ahead with them next. Piling in. So we have to fight first with our great bows. The leader hits on 4s, getting with only 1. Actually, correction, that is only for when I'm shooting. So I'm still on 5s, so I do get to actually re-roll roll for the rest of the guys on 5s. But I do get to re-roll these because they have a special ability which allows me to re-roll so long as none of enemy models have attacked within 3 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll these on 5s. Okay, that is pretty good. All but 1 missed. And we are wounding on 5s. Ooh, getting 3 wounds as the bows get to hit them with the butt of the bows. And I do get to re-roll these as well. Ooh, getting all but 1 as well. There's no rend on this.
Okay. All right, 4 up armor save.
Ooh, making 2 of them and failing 2.
And then we have Protection of the Horned Rat on a 5+.
Ooh,
No.
2 wounds do go through.
Okay.
And then they have 3 attacks with their vicious beaks. We're looking for 4s to hit, getting them with all of them. And we're looking for 5s to wound. I need that again. Ooh, okay, getting 2, but I do get to reroll to wound. Oh, getting 2. There's no rend on these. Ooh, and then you do get your pain. What you make?
We make 1 and take the other.
So just 1 damage. And now the discs themselves, they get to make attacks. They have D3 attacks each. Oh, wow, we're going to be getting 7 attacks from the discs. We're looking for 4s to hit. Re-rolling. Holy moly, these guys are pretty good. And we're looking for 3s to wound. That's cocked die. And they re-roll that 2 to wound, which converts to a 3. Or it's a 5, but converted to wound. We've got 4 wounds in total, -1.
So that takes us to a 5 armor.
Oh, really good.
Oh, nice.
And then you have your female pain.
How many?
Oh, right,
do we
D3
take?
damage for only 1.
All right, and then a feel no pain. Oh, we take it.
Next, we're going to swing over here with the Storm Vermin. Only one of them can fight into the occult, or not occult, the acolytes?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're hitting on 4s with our clubbing blows.
Getting 2.
2.
Wounding on 3s. Getting 2. No rend.
No rend.
6 up save. Ooh, which I make 1 of them, but it's 2 damage. So I have a 6 up, feel no pain essentially. Nope, 2 more guys do go down. I'm going to take it from these guys over here. Boom, boom. Jumping on over now to my pick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my flamers because then the rest of my picks. Because you can charge with these guys, right?
I didn't charge, but we might be within 3 inches now. So
Yeah.
we might sneak in a couple.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead with my next logical pick, which is going to be with these flamers into the Vermin Lord. We have 2 attacks each, hitting on 5s, getting only 2, and then wounding on 3s, getting 2. No rend on these bad boys.
Saved.
So the clan rats, they are within 3 inches of the Skyfires, so you will be able to get those bad boys in.
So we've piled in our clan rats. We're going to get about 4 guys in if they're all nicely ranked. So we're going to hit on 3s. And we're going to wound on 3s. Because there's a bunch of us. Never mind. They're fine.
Next, I'm going to go in with my Acolytes. I've already gone ahead and piled in, and they're going to be attacking the Storm Vermin. We're going to start with our 2 attacks with the Cursed Glaive. We're looking for 4s to hit, getting them both, and then we're looking for 4s to wound, getting nothing. And then we have 1 guy fighting with the Cursed Blade, looking for a 4, which we fail. Next, we're going to go with the Vermin Lord. He's going to be throwing everything he's got into the Skyfires.
All right, 10 attacks. And he's going to hit on 3s. 6s do a mortal wound instead of having to roll damage.
Cool, getting 1 6 in there.
1 6. And then 3s to wound, but there's no rend on this.
Ooh, getting
2.
only 2. Skyfires have a 5-up save. Ooh, which they make 1. Damage, only 1?
Just 1.
Just 1. So this guy drops down to 1 wound remaining. And then for my last pick, I have the big unit of Zangors. So they're just going to pile in and then swing away. Piling everyone in, and now we're all going to swing. Alrighty, now these are going to be the mutants that are going to be swinging with their pair of savage blades, hitting on 3s. Looking for 4s to wound. And now I'm going to add up all the rest of their attacks, and then we'll do all the wound rolls together, because it's essentially the same profile. And the rest of the unit hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. 14 wounds, no rend.
All right, so we've got a 5-up save.
Whew, wow. So far 10 guys are dead, but now I have to do their beak attacks as well. And 16 beak attacks hitting on 4s. And we're looking for 5s to wound. And looks like we got 4 wounds and no rend.
5s it is.
Ooh,
nice.
2 more go through.
So I got Death Frenzy on the clan rats this turn. So that's whenever they die, I get to pile in and make a fight with them before I pull them. So since I'm losing 12 guys, I get to pile in and fight with 12 guys. And since we had Skaven Brew, they get an extra swing per guy. So that's 24 swings before their numbers get reduced.
All right.
So here we go. It's a bunch.
On 3s?
On 3s still.
And we're looking for 3s to wound. We've got 7 wounds, looking for 5s for saving. Followed by 6s. No, so I'm just going to lose another 1 guy. So, boop. So that's that. And then another 1 guy will die, and then 1 will take a wound. Jumping over into the Battle Shock phase. For these guys over here, I'm going to be losing D6 of them. What I think I'm going to go ahead and do is spend a command point and have them stay on the board. So that's what I'm doing over there. As for these guys, though, I went ahead and lost 4. So on a 2+, I'm going to be losing some guys. Ooh, a 2+, I'm going to be losing 1 guy. There's going to be no Battle Shock for the Skaven to do. And actually, Eli, he's going to be taking this objective away from me. So he's going to be scoring 2 points at the end of his turn, and then another 2 for holding of those objectives over there. So the score is now going to be 4-4. And now we go into the elusive double turn. I do win ties, but oh man, I hate this part. This is the worst part.
Too much stress.
It's too much stress. Unfortunately, I don't get to use the Destiny die on this. That would have been too much. So, Disciples of Tzeentch, they roll. I roll a 1, and of course the Skaven roll a 4. So I imagine we're going to go into Skaven turn 2?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so let's go right away into Skaven turn number 2. Jumping right into the hero phase now.
All right, we're going to start with Peal of Doom on this Screaming Bell. We're going to roll a 7 So that's Avalanche of Energy. Real easy. I get +1 to casting for all Skaven wizards in 23.
Oh, very nice.
So then we'll go on to the next Screaming Bell. Don't have to roll a bunch of dice. So just roll the 2 here and we get a 6. That's Deafening Peals. We just saw that last turn. So on a 4+, everything in 26 takes 1 mortal wound.
Ouch. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the Skyfires.
On a 4+,
they take a mortal wound. This guy is out. We'll go next into the Flamers.
That's a little cattywampus.
Yeah.
In the midst of my men. Here we go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
They will take one. The Brimstorms. Ooh, nope. The Lord of Change himself. Oh, no. Then the Zangors. Oh, they do take 1. On a 6-up, I ignore. No. So this guy does die. And then a Thermagurge. No. The Acolyte Squad. What do we get? Oh, we got a 6. On a 6, I ignore. Oh, they ignored it. And then the Mutilith Beast is out, and so is everybody else. I suppose with my Changeling, it's only within 9 inches, so I guess I'm going to pick... Is that a Warplock Engineer?
Yes, it is.
The Engineer can only move at half speed. Take that, Eli.
Oh. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with casting some spells. So the Vermin Lord is going to go ahead and try Dreaded Plague on these Brimstones. We're looking for a 7, but I get +1 to it because of the bell. So we got 9. That makes a total of 10.
Ouch. Yep, I think I have no choice but to let that one go. Because, I mean, I need to roll a 6, essentially, to stop that. So, yeah, you can go ahead and have that one.
All right.
10 dice, roll them up.
All right, every 4 up is a mortal wound. Here we go. Oh.
4. So I'll lose these 3 over here, and then I suppose I'll lose this guy and still be within 6 from this one over there. So
we're gonna cast Death Frenzy from here onto the Clan Rats. Goes on a 5. We got a 5 with +1 makes 6.
I'm gonna try to stop that. I suppose with yeah, I'm gonna try to stop that with Thermagurge needing a 7, and we get it with an 8. I was a little nervous there for a second.
All right, we're gonna start with Crack's Call from the Grey Seer into the Zangors. It's going off on a 6. We got 5, but we get +1 to it, so I got 6.
I'm gonna try to stop that with my Lord of Change. Wow, yeah, 12, okay. And my 6 changes to a 6, and the other 6 changes to a 6. So got him.
Great job. All right, and then we're gonna do Warp Gale here. We're gonna try it one more time on that Lord of Change, see if we can stop him from flying. Well, we got a total of 12.
I can't stop that.
I got one.
D3 mortal wounds.
1.
Alrighty. By now, my movement's halved.
Not your movement, your run and charge are halved.
My run and charge.
And you can't fly until my next turn.
Alrighty.
And our poor engineer still can't see the changeling back here. So we're going to try to cast Vermintide. And we're going off on a 7. And we failed it, so it's all done. We're going to go into movement. We're going to start by retreating the Clan Rats, because they can retreat and charge. So that way maybe we can get a little bit better position here in a little bit. So we're just going to back up enough to get out of combat. And then maybe we're going to bring these Storm Vermin up just so they're 3 inches out. Maybe take the whole base. We're going to move both these guys up 6. We're just going to bring the Bombardier up. And then we're still within 6 here, so we can still move a little bit. And then I'll fall back with these rats, my 6 inches. We're just sneaky enough. The engineer's going to hop in the gnaw hole and come out on the other side.
Boom, right over here. Jumping down to the shooting phase. The Storm Fiends, they're going to be firing into my Acolyte Squad.
So we've got the Warp Fire Projector. We get to roll a die for every guy within 8. So that would be 5 enemies. Every 4+ is a mortal wound.
Oh,
that's 4.
6 up to ignore it. Ooh, no. So just 4 guys do go down. And then your 3d6 shots into one guy.
The rattling cannon.
You know what? You know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna remove the model.
I can roll it.
Oh no! I trust me. I believe you. Next, the rattling gun that's right over there is gonna be going into my Skyfire.
I'm still within 13 of this guy, so we're gonna reroll the hit, and we'll use a Warpstone token to double the damage.
Oh, buddy.
All right, so here comes. We're gonna overcharge it, so double this. 5, 10 shots. Hitting on 4s, but we get a reroll to hit.
Ooh,
Don't need too much.
very nice.
And then we're wounding on 4s with a rend of -1.
Looking for 6s. Ooh, that is not good. So it's going to be a total of 6 damage. I think they have 4 each. 4. So this guy, we're going to take him out, and then he will have 2 left. And now the Vermin Lord's going to try to finish him off.
All right, we get 3 attacks. We're hitting on 3s.
Getting 2.
And then we're wounding on 3s.
Getting 2.
Rend of -1.
6s. No, that is enough to take the Skyfire out.
All right, we're going to start a charge with the Storm Vermin. So let's see how far we get.
Total of 6.
Looks like 6. We'll definitely make it to these guys this time.
Boom, right into the flamers. And the Storm Fiends. Ooh, getting a 7. Let's see where they can go. And that 7 is enough to get the flamers over here on my left flank, and probably enough for the Mutalith Vortex Beast.
All right, we're going to start with these Storm Fiends. I'm going to start with my Shock Attack Gauntlet. I get 4 attacks hitting on 4s, but every 6 turns into D6 hits. So maybe we'll get a 6 or 2. We got 1.
Nice.
So it's worth 1 hit. Well, that wasn't exciting. All right, 3s to wound. Only 1, but it is a -1 for 2 damage.
We are looking for 6. No, 2 damage?
2 damage.
That's enough to take one buddy out. Hooah.
All right, the other 2 are using their clubbing blows, hitting on 4s.
Ooh, only getting 1?
1. Wounding, not on a 2.
Alrighty, so next I'm going to be going with my Flamers, and then we're going to be, you know what, we're going to put them into the Vermin Lord. Why not? They've got 2 attacks each, hitting on 5s, and wounding on 3s. Ooh, I got a 5.
Looking for a 4.
No. And you got your Feel No Pain.
Does it do just 1 damage?
Just 1 damage.
Okay, 5 up protection. No.
The Storm Vermin, they're going to retaliate for seeing the Flamers attack the Vermin Lord.
All right, we get 2 attacks each, plus a unit champ, 4s to hit. There we go. And 3s to wound.
5 up save. Ooh dear, they are dead. Next we'll go with the Flamers. They'll be hitting on 5s and wounding on 3s. Getting 1.
We have a 4-up armor save. Oh, we failed it.
And then the Mutalith Vortex Beast, he will pile in and strike. For his claws, we have 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Oh wow, that's pretty good. And we are 2s to wound. So that's everything. And these are going to be a -1. There's going to be a 5-up save. Ooh, making only 1. And these are going to be at D3 damage apiece. Alright, so you're going to take 2, 3, 4 damage. And then with his Maw attack, he has 3d6 attacks. Okay, not bad. Getting 8, 9, 10 attacks. We are hitting on 4s. And we're wounding on 4s. Hooah! No rend on this guy.
4 up.
Ooh,
I'll
nice.
save 2, take 1, but that's enough to kill off a guy. Alright, Battle Shock. I lost a Storm Fiend. They're only Bravery 6, so if I roll a 6... Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
In terms of points, you will be scoring another 4 for holding those 3. And you actually have one guy within 6 inches of this objective, but I actually have one brimstone horror, which is right over there, that's also holding it there. So we're kind of tied on that one. So the score is now 8-4 in terms, or excuse me, in favor of the Skaven. But now let's go into Disciples of Tzeentch turn 2, and let's see if we can change our fate. Jumping right into my hero phase, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal my changeling, and he's going to cast the Treason of Tzeentch, and he's going to throw it on the clan rats. It goes off on a 5, and we get it with just a 5. You want to stop that one?
I'm going to definitely try. We'll go ahead and try this Gray Seer.
Oh yeah, and you stop it, and how with a 10. Next, I'm going to go with Ogrid Thermagurge. He's going to go with his Fire Blast. It goes off on a 7. And we get it with an 8. Do you want to try to stop that with a 9?
Sure. Yeah, so it's going to have to be this little Bombardier. No,
it does go off. I get to pick a unit within 18 inches. So I think I'm going to pick these Storm Vermin over there. And they are going to take D6 mortal wounds for only 1 mortal wound. And because he only took 1 mortal wound, I can set up 1 Brimstone Horror within 3 inches of that unit. So I'm going to set up 1 Brimstone. Boop, and I'm breaking all the terrain. But he's going to set up right over there. And now the Mutolith Vortex Beast, he's going to do his Aura of Mutation on a D6. We're going to put it on this guy, this unit over here. Hopefully we can get something really good. We get a 6! Alright, so these guys are going to suffer D6 mortal wounds, and if I kill one of them right out, I'm allowed to set up a Chaos Spawn. So that's kind of fun. D6 mortal wounds. For 5 mortal wounds!
No! Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
He dies, and then I'm allowed to set up a Chaos Spawn right in his spot. Oh, I just got mutated into a Chaos Spawn. So the Lord of Change, he's going to try to go for Tzeentch's Inferno, and we're going to try to go into the Storm Vermin over there. We're looking for a 9, so it's pretty hard to get, but we shall see. Oh no, and we fail with that spell. Even if with that 3 turns that into a 3, which becomes a 6. So that's going to be a fail. So I suppose my Lord of Change, he's going to go for the Infernal Gateway. Same target of the Storm Vermin. I need a 7 on this. Oh, jeez, a pair of 2s. Alright, well that was a pretty... I think you're better at magic than I am.
I got more wizards.
Alright, so we're going right into the movement phase now. I'm going to go ahead and run these Acolytes for 3, so they're going to go a total of 9 inches. Actually, on second thought, I'm not going to run those guys, because I totally forgot that I had the Changeling over there, you sneaky rat boy. So the Changeling, he's just going to go 5, boop, right on top of that objective. For Mazangors, we're just going to go within 3 inches, like so. We're going to create a bubble around. And then the Acolytes, they're just going to kind of shift on over, trying to get as many bodies as we can towards that objective. For my Brimstone Horror that's over there, I'm going to go ahead and run him. Ooh, a total of 4, so he's going to be going 10 inches. Yeah, oh geez, and he's going to be going all the way to that objective. I think for Thaumaturge, we're going to get him all just up to here. I'm going to go ahead and run my Brimstones. Ooh, for a total of 12. These guys are pretty quick, and they're just going to go all the way around. And for my Lord of Change, I think I'm just going to keep scooting him forward. Jumping right into the shooting phase now, we're going to go with the Flamers into that Storm Fiend. We have 7 shots, looking for 4s to hit. Ooh. And we're looking for 3s to wound. Oh, that's actually pretty good. No rend on this.
4-up save.
Oh, and you make all but 1 D3 damage. Getting only 1 damage.
1.
My Lord of Change is going to be firing his rod into your Storm Vermin. Or, not Storm Vermin, the
Bombardier.
Bombardier. 2d6 shots. Ooh, for 7. I'm going to be a -1 for this one. For Lookout Sir. So we are going to be hitting on 4s. Looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1.
5-up. No.
Next, we're going to go with the Acolytes. They're going to be throwing their Sorceress Bolts into the Clan Rats. We're going to be, normally it's 5s, but because I am near a wizard, we need +1 to this. So looking for 4s. And we're looking for 4s to wound, getting a total of 3.
All right, 5-up save still. Save 2.
That's going to be it for my shooting, just going right into the charges. We're going to start with my Zangors. Ooh, they're going to be going 8 inches. That's going to be more than enough to get them into those Clan Rats. Ending right over there. You know what? Thermagurge, he's going to be getting in there as well. Why not? A 6? I don't think 6 will be able to get in there, but I'll check. And look at this Thermagurge. That was enough for him just to get in there. Boom. That's going to be it for charges. So I'm going to start right away with my Zangors. So I'm going to be doing the mutant attacks first. They're actually hitting on 3s because they have paired blades. I don't know if I did it wrong the first time I struck with them. I don't know if I've been hitting on 4s and then 4s to wound. But these guys are going to be hitting on 3s. And then looking for 4s to wound.
5-up. Save 2.
And the rest of the unit on 4s. Oh, that was really bad. Wounding on 4s. 7 wounds. Ooh.
Only save 1.
So 6 go down.
Oh.
And then the beak attacks hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. Nothing. Going with the Storm Fiend?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to do clubbing blows over on the Flamers. Need 4s.
Getting 2.
And then 4s to wound.
Getting 1.
1. No.
5 up. Oh no, that's enough to take 1 guy out. Oop. So something I did forget to do, because Thermagurge, when he charges, he essentially has like impact hits, almost like a chariot. So when he charges in, he's allowed to do D3 mortal wounds. So he's going to do 2 mortal wounds to that Storm Fiend. So I'm going to actually activate Thermagurge next. He's got 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Both missed. Look at him go. He's got 1 attack with his horn on a 3, which hits, and then wounds on a 3, which misses. Look at him go. And he's got 4 attacks with his cloven hooves on 4s. Okay, and then wounding on 3s. Oh, getting 1 wound. Look at him go. He's got one damage. This guy kind of sucks. Or maybe I suck. I don't know.
Does that have a rend?
No rend.
All right, 4 up. Oh,
and you made it. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I just remembered that I have the Destiny die, and I could have changed those rolls. Silly me. That's what happens when you're playing an army for the first time. I'm going to remember that for next time I play these guys. The Clan Rats are going next into the Zangors.
Only 4s to hit.
Looking for 4s to wound. Getting 3. I've got a 5-up save, followed by a 6-up. Nope, just 1 guy does go down. Boop. And now the Mutalith Vortex Beast is going to try to finish off that Storm Vermin. No, it's not Storm Vermin.
Fiend.
The Fiend, Storm Fiend. He's looking for 4s to hit. Hits with 2 of them, and then we're looking for 2s to wound. Getting only 1. We're looking for a 5-up save. Oh, and he makes it. We then have 3d6 tentacle attacks. Getting 4. We're looking for 4s to hit. Okay, and then we're looking for 4s to wound. Okay, getting 2. You got a 4-up save? Oh, okay.
I'll take 1.
What is he down to?
He's got 2 wounds left.
Oh, can the Flamer finish him off? All right, Flamer, buddy, we're looking for 5s. Oh, he's gonna do it. We're looking for 3s.
Wait.
Oh, I got double 4s. He's gonna do it. You got a 4-up save.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna do it, buddy. I don't need fate dice. Ah, he did it. He did. You're getting promoted. I don't even care what happens for the rest of the game because this has been horrible rolling. But this guy right now is incredible. So going right into the battle shock phase, there's no battle shock for any of us to do. In terms of the objectives, I thought that I had that, but I needed to kill like, I think it was 2 or 3 more guys. So it's a little bit unfortunate because Eli does actually have more models on that objective. So I won't be scoring the middle. However, I will be scoring 1 and 3, which will be giving me 3 victory points. And I will be scoring or rescoring 4, which will be giving me another 1. So I'll have a total of 4 for this turn. Which brings it back to a tie game of 8-8. Oh boy, I still have this entire right flank to deal with.
I've lost my whole flank over here, though.
But you have another Vermin Lord to bring on.
You got a brimstone.
Wow, Eli. Wow. But we do have the double turn. To another roll off to do. You do win ties.
I do, yeah.
You do win ties. So the Disciples of Tzeentch, a 3. Oh, flicker of the 3. Suffer and succotash. All right, well, let's go right into Skaven turn 3. Start of the hero phase.
We're going to start out with the Peel of Doom right here on this Grey Seer. We got 7, so that's the same thing you did last time. Everyone gets +1 to cast.
Very nice.
So we'll move to the next one. Over here on this Grey Seer, what'd we get? That's an 8. I roll a die for everything in 26. On a 4+, it's D3 mortals now.
Stop doing that. So we're going to start with the Brimstone. Nope. Lord of Change. Nope. The Acolytes. Nope. Zangors. Also no.
No.
My Changeling. No. And the Mighty Brimstone. Oh,
Yes!
It doesn't matter. He's got 1, so you take him out. I roll for 3. You had to roll it, eh?
I wanted to.
You wanted to.
All right, we're going to try Crack's Call from this Grey Seer onto the Changeling now that I realized he's not my friend with snacks. I got a 6 + 1, 7. That's exactly enough.
I don't try to deny a whiff of the Changeling. Nope.
All right. So I'm going to roll 2 dice, and whatever the total is, however much that's over his movement, that's how many mortal wounds he'll take. So we're looking at 9, so that is movement 5, so that'd be 4 mortal wounds.
Ouch. The Changeling drops down to 1 mortal wound.
All right, we're going to try to Arcane Bolt over there.
That is rude.
I still get +1. We got a total of 7.
7, eh? I'm going to try to stop that with Thermagir.
Nope.
Oh, he's dead.
Got it. All right, our Grey Seer hiding out on the other side of the building. We're going to try to Death Frenzy these clan rats again. Nope. That was a short one.
Okay.
And then we're going to try to give them Mystic Shield and see if they can stick around. We got a total of 4. That is a failure on both accounts. All right, we're going to risk it, and we're going to overcharge Warp Lightning from here to there. Cast's really low. 5 will do it. If you Dispel it, I take the D6 mortal wounds instead.
Oh, I'm going to... So what'd you get it off on?
5?
A 5?
Oh, are you going to pull one of your 3s?
Yeah, I'm going to pull one of my 3 Destiny dice. So I stopped it on a 6, and I learned your spell.
Get out of here. You don't learn my spell. That's on a 9. You foamed it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You know what? Give me a break, okay? Give me a break. So yeah, D6 mortal wounds. Oh, four mortal wounds.
Goodness. He's got one left. All right, and then last up, we're going to do the Vermin Lord's going to cast Great Plague over here. We got 7, so that'll work.
All right, I don't have any Destiny Dice to stop that one, or not anything high enough, so I'll just try to stop that. Ooh, and I stop that with an 8.
Yeah, absolutely.
And coming out of the narwhal or narwhal or narwhal, that is a whale. It's coming out over here and taking objective number 3.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and bring these storm vermin just 3 inches away on these objective and brimstones. We started the turn within range of the storm vermin, so I'm gonna run the bell so that way we can keep up. Well, that's a total of 12 inches, so we're just gonna hop right there. We're gonna bring the rattling gun back towards the middle of the table for combat. There we go. All right, the rattling gun's still in range of the bombardier, so we'll use another warpstone token to supercharge him, and then we'll supercharge the shot into these Zangors. Well, that's amazing, because that's 12 doubled is 24 shots. Since I rolled doubles, I take D3 mortals at the end of this, which could probably kill me. All right, hitting on 4s with a reroll, because we're still in range. And then the reroll. All right, and then 4s to wound.
We're looking for a 6-up save, followed by 6s. Oh dear. Okay, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 dead Zangors. Sorry, 4 dead Zangors because they're 2 wounds each.
There you
Oh boy, that hurt. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And then I roll doubles with the rattling gun, so D3 mortal wounds. Oh, he lives with 1 wound left. We're gonna fire the Doom Rocket into these Zangors, and I'm gonna supercharge it. So I need a 4 to hit. 1s are real bad, so we just won't talk about them. I guess
we gotta talk about them.
Oh no. So I dropped the rocket, so I take 2d6 mortal wounds.
Huh.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, he died dead. Time for some charges. Storm Vermin are going to be charging the Brimstones. 6, that's more than enough. I'm going to Overwatch. Your face, you're like, what?
Roll your die. Stand and shoot.
Stand. I haven't heard stand and shoot in a long time.
All right, we've got 14 clan rats are going to try to fight these Zangors. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. 4.
5-up save. And then followed by 6-up. Oh no, so 1 dies. I'll take this guy, and 1 takes a wound. I can't actually do that because that will break the coherency. I don't want to do that and then lose more models. So, you know what? I'm actually going to have to take this guy. Go, mighty brims. Whatever these guys are called, I don't care because they're horrible. We're looking for a mighty 5. And then 5's to wound. Oh yeah, look at that 1.
Got 1.
Got him?
5 up.
Oh no, got him.
All
Storm Vermin are going to retaliate back.
4s. 3s. Hey, we killed 4.
Oh yeah, look at that. 2 left. I told you we were going to hold them. Go, Brim Horror. Zangors now, the Zangor mutants. These are their attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. Wow, 2.
All right, 5s. Oh, pair of 6s.
Wow. And the rest of the squad on 4s and 4s. 2.
All right, 5s. Failed them both.
2 die.
Blink.
Time for Battle Shock. I'm going to spend a command point, make these guys auto pass. And in terms of points, Eli will be scoring 3, 4, 5 points, and then 6. Oh, 6 more points. That is brutal this turn. So Eli and I, we've been talking a little bit about this off camera and just the way things have, the way they've been going. And we've just been kind of math hammering the way this would have been playing out. So what I would have done the neck on my turn would, I'd probably run this big group over here, take that objective away. I'm pretty certain that the state of my current Zangors, the way they are, I could definitely take out these clan rats, have these guys move on forward, and then take this objective. I would have still currently hold this objective over here, and then with my Lord of Change, I would then move him over here, excuse me, and I'm fairly certain he could probably take on these storm vermin. There's a potential that he could not, but I'm pretty sure with his shooting, and then with my magic, and then with his close combat potential, I'm pretty sure he can take them out, which would then tie us up in terms of points. Now then there's also to consider the double turn as well, which then could also push me in the lead in terms of points. And then late game, I'm pretty sure this big grouping over here can deal with this storm vermin. However, what I do need to consider is the amount of bodies that Eli still has with his Skaven, because there's still all of this that he can just push all this way, and he can even move some models that way, like that rattling gun. He can still move that way, he can still move this way, and there's just so much more that I have to deal with that I don't think that I can contend, because we're still fairly close. Even though you just scored 6 on my turn, I'd only score 5.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it and like we math hammered out, like I said, I'd only score 5. Late game, I think I can score a little bit more, but further on, further on we would go, I would get less and less points because you have more models and I would just suffer more and more casualties. So because of that, I think the best thing for me to do is call the game. It's not something I want to do, but I think the gentlemanly thing, if you want to call it that, is to know when you're defeated, and you want to think tactically ahead of the game, and just to go ahead and call it. Eli, unfortunately, is here all week, so we're going to be able to play more games, which is going to be pretty cool. So we'll be playing more Age of Sigmar and some 40k as well. But yeah, that's what I think I'm going to go ahead and do, is call this game right now. There's definitely some mistakes I think that I've made in terms of tactics and whatnot. There's definitely some learning that I have to do with Disciples of Tzeentch. I'm not entirely sure if I want to continue playing with them. They do need some updates, I think. I think they're one of the armies that got left behind. I think the Mutalith Vortex Beast is a really cool model. He's like 200 or 220 points. I like the debuffs and stuff that he can do. In terms of the Changeling, I think he's a little bit expensive for what he does. So I'm not sure I'd take him again the next game. But I'm really enjoying everything else so far. I wish we had more Zangors so I could take another blob of 20, because those guys are pretty beefy. But overall, yeah, I mean, in a vacuum, Disciples of Tzeentch, they have a lot of potential with a lot of randomness, which is Tzeentch. But yeah, it just all comes down to dice rolls. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this game. Eli, thank you so much for the game.
Thank
I
you.
appreciated that. And you definitely helped me out with, remembering certain rules, because you have played Disciples of Tzeentch before. So thank you so much for coming in. And I hope all of you enjoyed this game as well. Once again, if we made any mistakes, please leave it down in the comments down below. It helps us to learn from them, and as always, be kind with that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this bat wrap. Let me know if you guys want to see more Disciples of Tzeentch on the channel. If you guys want to send me some Disciples of Tzeentch lists that you guys want me to review, you can send me an email at vito@miniwargaming.com. But until then, thank you so much everyone for watching, and as always, happy wargaming. Hey everyone, so Eli, we've just finished our bat rep. We played the Disciples of Tzeentch. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to continue playing them or not. They're kind of fun, a little outdated, but we're going to jump into the vault right now, where I'm going to be playing back with my Daughters of Cain. Now, I've heard everyone, I've heard you all in the comments, and I'm going to be changing things up. No more Hagnar, no more big blobs of witch elves, no more. I'm going to be a man of the people. So, if you guys want to see the armies, this is what they're going to be looking like. Boom! Nothing but snakes, Doomfire warlocks. We've got the Medusais leading the army, and we've got these ladies dropping in from the sky. Like I said, no more witch elves and no more big blobs of them either. And as for you, my dear friend, you are going to be taking more and more Skaven, because you know what? Everyone on this channel, they love Skaven, so you're going to be delivering.
I brought all the big blobs today on your behalf.
Exactly.
Just
so,
tons and tons of rats.
Tons and tons of rats. And this is the board that we are going to be playing on. The Daughters of Cain, they're going to be retreating back into their shrine grotto. So the water is actually about this high. If you want to see this battle in the vault, I highly recommend you guys sign up for a 7-day free trial. In this battle, or in the vault, you can not only see this battle, but you'll get all of our narrative campaigns, hundreds and hundreds of bat reps, and even thousands of painting tutorials. I highly recommend you guys try out the vault. It is completely worth it. So we will see you guys in the vault, and as always, happy wargaming, folks.